How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. It's our week 2 session. It's our second tech tool. Last week, we covered Pear Deck, all its features. Hopefully, you got some practice in, and hopefully, you had some time to implement it in your classroom as well. Give it a run. This week, we're going to be focusing on our second tech tool, Flipgrid. Now, Flipgrid is a great way to get the discussion going in your class. It's somewhat like an online chat board where students can post video responses to a prompt that you give them. They can respond to each other, give each other feedback. They can like each other's posts, but it's all controlled by you and the structure that you set up. So let's get into it. It used to be where Flipgrid, you need to have an account and a paid account to access all the features. But recently, Flipgrid teamed up with Microsoft, and now any teacher that has a Google account is able to create an account for free and have all of the features. So we're going to go up into the sign up button in the top right corner. You can sign up for Flipgrid. There's not really a login button. You would click sign up every time. I'm going to sign up with our Google account, and boom. It's going to bring you right in. I've got my name. So Flipgrid has some layers to it. Right now, you are at the My Grids option. So your grids, each one of your grids should be for a class period. So if you teach, 5 periods, you should probably have 5 different grids, unless you want all of your classes being able to respond to everyone. If you teach different subjects, you might want a math grid and an English grid. So we are going to create a new grid for this video. We're going to call it Tech Tool Practice. And when you create your grids or your topics, you are able to use this to join your grid. So we're going to say Tech Tool Practice. See if that's available. Perfect, it is available. So for you to join this grid later, you'll see it's going to be flipgrid.com/techtoolpractice. We're going to say students joining using their Microsoft or Google School email. That will allow them to sync their Google accounts directly into the Flipgrid. So school email is probably our best option for us teachers. So we're going to say next. For your school email portion, you're going to want to just specify that you want students from our school district. So you want at mcpsmd.net. That way, only students from our school using the email with the mcpsmd.net tag will be able to enter. So we're going to launch that grid. Once you've created a grid, you can customize it. So we're going to go into the Customize section. There's a ton of things you can do with it. You have your grid name. As before, you have your flip code. You have the community type. So again, we have them linked to the school email. You can limit the email domains that come into your grid. The features option is also very important. So you can receive notifications when new student videos are added. I'm probably going to turn that off. I get a lot of notifications. Allow students to download their videos after creating a response. You can or cannot do that. I'm going to turn that off as well. Allow students to receive email notifications when new topics are created. I am going to turn that on so they would get an email notification when I post something for them. And then captions. Again, if you are in a classroom with a lot of noise, maybe turning captions on is a good thing. So I'm going to turn that on as well. Your active state. So hidden grids, if you are not ready to present your grid, hidden will take it off of the, students will be able to access it. We're going to keep ours active so that everyone can join and practice. And then the last part is just the personalization part. You have images for your grid. I am going to just put I don't know, you can upload your own image, of course, as well. I'm just going to add, boom, perfect. I'm going to update my grid. All right. So now I've got my grid, and as you can see, within the grid, you have the code, and I can add other teachers to the grid if I wanted them to be able to add topics and kind of peer review as well. Again, here's your active and hidden tab. You can change that. If you want to post it to your Google Classroom, you can share the grid. We're going to take a look at as a student soon. But within your grid, so we've got our Tech Tool Practice grid. So now we're going like one layer in. We have our topics. So our topics are if you have, there are prompts. So we've got an introduction one is automatically created when you create your grid. We're going to create a new topic. So I don't know, something simple for us. What do you love about teaching? That's our topic. You can give them a little topic tip if you want to kind of key them in the right direction. Our video response time, so now we have a ton of options about how long or how short you want the response to be. You can go up to 5 minutes, as little as 15 seconds. For this one, we're going to say, 2 minutes. Your topic description or question is your prompt, so describe 3 reasons why you love teaching. And then below the prompt are a ton of options for you to set up how you want the topic, how you want the students to interact with the topic and each other. So privacy, you can have moderation over the topics. If you want to look at all the videos before they're posted, you can turn that on. I'm going to leave it off. The status of our topic, again, active, hidden. Frozen would allow them to see the topic, but they would not be able to post to it. You can also set specific dates for when the topic will freeze if you had like a specific deadline. Resource, if you wanted to prompt the students with a video or an image or a picture, you could do that and it will be along with the directions at the top of the topic, which we'll see. I'm not going to add one. Actually, I'll just add an emoji, sure. We'll just, I don't know, something, little diamond, boom. If you wanted to attach a document or a link that you want them to read over or a website you want them to visit, you would feature that here in the attachments. And again, that will come up at the top of our topic, the video features. This is the fun part. So when students create videos, they're obviously recording themselves. They can kind of decorate it afterwards, kind of make it their own. So allow students to decorate their selfies with drawings and stickers. That can get a little crazy. So I would probably say stickers only. Allow students to include a link. I'm going to leave that public in case they wanted to attach something to their video. And then this is the part that you also have to kind of monitor as well. Video reactions. Allow students to react. So they can kind of give emoji reactions if they really like a post. Flipgrid's version of a like. So I'm going to leave that on. Allow students to reply to one another. I usually like that on as well, so that students can go back and forth with one another. Display the number of views, sure. Allow the students to add a title to their video. Also, I'm going to leave that on as well. And then feedback. Feedback is the feedback that you're going to provide them once you see their video. So we've got a ton of things that we kind of customize when we set up the topic. That way, once you post the topic, you kind of don't have to really micromanage everything. It's all set up in the framework that we're setting up right now. So I'm going to create this topic. Success! Your topic is ready for responses. So they can access the topic 2 ways. To access the Flipgrid with all the topics on it, we have our first website. And then we have a direct link to this specific topic. So if you don't want them to have to sift through all the topics that you've created, you can give them a direct link as well. Got it. So I've got my question. I've got my little image I added. I have my prompt. So let's take a look at what this looks like from the student perspective. So you can click this and view it as a student for the preview. So I would log in with Google. Perfect. I'm going to log in. So as a student, this is what I'm seeing right now when I access the topic. What do I love about teaching? I got my prompt, I have my picture, and I have no responses so far. So when I am a student and I want them to respond, I'm going to record. I'm going to record and the video pops up. All right, so I can record my video. I'll go ahead, record my video, whatever my response would be. Whenever I'm done, I'm going to say that I'm done. Whatever my response would be, whenever I'm done, I'm going to say that I'm done. So I can preview my video, I can add a title, I can attach a link to it. From there, let's click next. Then they get to take a selfie for whatever their post is like. So I'm going to just throw a little selfie on there. Cool. And then this is more of the customization part. They can add stickers on there. They can make it as goofy as they want. Haha. Very cool. I would submit. Your video is now visible in the topic. Then the video will appear here. I've got my little created video. And that's how it works. Students can then go in and watch each other's videos, respond to one another. And it's just a great way to have a discussion within the classroom without having to kind of moderate. They are able to self-moderate and reply to each other through the topics on Flipgrid, and you're able to see them all in kind of one area and not have to think back about the discussions that you were having in class when they're all collected for you. So that's it. That's kind of Flipgrid in a nutshell. Now you guys are going to get a chance to practice on your own videos, creating your own grid and your own topic. Sounds good.